Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Broncos. So how about that? You want to talk about coming into a hostile environment and just silencing the crowd? They just did it.
Couldn't be a better start. There's no way. All week long, they've talked about having this type of a start, but I think they looked at it from the offensive team's perspective. You know, get the opening kickoff. You guys control the ball. A lot of people are now going to say, okay, now your offense, will they be out of whack? No, not at all. They're going to be absolutely happy. They're relaxed. They took care of business for them. They don't have any pressure now. They can just go play.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure, because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25, so at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Here we go, son. We got the defense right.
Going quickly out wide to Moore. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second down at a yard. A man who led the league in yards per carry last year, it's Khalil Herbert. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there and a first down. The Bears are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they fell in the opener, got back on the beam with a win in week 2, but stumbled again last week to fall under 500.
And despite that stumble, I don't think anyone's too concerned because they've made mistakes that they believe are correctable. And this is a team still getting to know each other. I'm not that concerned, and neither are they. That was a really nice play, being able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target, and it's third down. When you look at this Bronco defense, against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
20! And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Probably a very strong gain of 24. Here's Fields. Flush to his right. The ball comes out, and this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. On second down, a run with Herbert. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run here with Foreman. And he lost the football. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumbled, recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. A shotgun snap, Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
Santos' kick is up and through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, they had the great field position formation to start that opening drive. They only get 3 out of it, but still they get 3. So maybe kind of a win for the offense, Charles, and kind of a win for the defense as well.
Yeah, I would say win-win seems to sum the whole thing up because where that ball was placed to start, that's tough on the defense, and they held them to 3. Now, if you're the offense, you're thinking to yourselves, how do we open up the playbook later on in this game and turn this 3 into 6s down the stretch?
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to have the Broncos first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now the third-year man back and healthy. It's Javonte Williams. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now Wilson. That's going to be caught by Judy. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, now Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And they will score a pick 6 for Bears touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, got their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Well, he's loose again. And out of bounds finally, but not before getting it way across the 50 inside the 25.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
Wilson getting right back to it after the pick 6. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, it's a run from Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Javonte Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have regained the lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. But you look at this Bronco defense, they're a unit that enters play way down, number 28 in the NFL right now against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well. I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Fields. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Now a throw here to his running back, and he'll get it down here to the 43. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 30. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Broncos 32-yard line.
They'll go again with Herbert. And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt.
Santos' kick is up and through, and the lead is down to 1 now, 14-13. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now it's Wilson. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. They go quickly here out to Moore. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Moore was a huge part of the deal that Chicago made with Carolina, giving up the #1 overall pick in the draft. Averaging over 1,000 yards a season his first 5 years of his career. A tremendous playmaker, and he makes another catch here.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. 2nd and 10. Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now it's Fields off the bootleg, sliding out of the pocket. Got his tight end, that's complete. That's Lewis. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Herbert is into the end zone for a Bears touchdown. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Now the point after try for Santos. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of those things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, you know, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Short throw caught by Dulcich. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. This quick pass complete to Sutton. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Wilson trying to urge his guys to go faster and get set at the line. Looking to throw on second down. Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Dominique Robinson, the one who got in there to drop it. It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack. Back to throw. Wilson. He's got his target. That's complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll bring Judy in motion right. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The Broncos in their hurry-up trying to get to their positions and get set quickly. Here's Wilson. Finding Sutton on the out route, who makes the catch. And Sutton will have a Broncos first down as he'll take this down to the 26. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Yeah, their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Again, Wilson. And it's incomplete. Oh, it would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Wilson. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
That's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. Oh, this one, he may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll see for the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead. And they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. He may go. Touchdown, Chicago. Khalil Herbert, his third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Bears offense staying put. Justin Fields always a threat to run. They'll go for 2 here. And now we've got a man a little jumpy here. Maybe trying to block the extra point. Got a little antsy there from his Mike linebacker position.
Partner, there's times you think you've timed up the quarterback's cadence. You think you've got a read on it. He might have thought it on that play. He was wrong.
Fields trying to throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to...
And there he goes again. And a heck of a return as he goes out of bounds across the 50 inside the 45.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
On first down, Wilson. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now Wilson changing the play. Wilson now off the play fake. This one swung out to Williams. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Touchdown, Broncos! Javonte Williams. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Broncos are back within a score. Lutz with the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain there of 21 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Herbert powering up the middle. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Well, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that 6th sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will score a pick 6 for the Bears touchdown. And that offense trying to erase that deficit, get a little bit closer here and climb back into this game in the 3rd quarter. Instead, they further their disadvantage, Charles, with a pick 6.
And that defense came out willing to do anything necessary to defend that lead. I think they looked around the huddle and said, who's going to make the big play? Who's it going to be? And the person just ended up in the end zone with the football. He was the one that answered the bell.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
A quick throw to the left flat, and he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Short throw caught by Dulcich. And he's got this down to the 35. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to have it here just past the 25. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Now Herbert to start the drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Herbert making a nice play there, coming off a 700-yard campaign, despite making just one start in 2022. Played a big part in the Bears becoming the fifth team in NFL history to rush for 3,000 yards in a season.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Fields now to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Herbert. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg. But how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers to get...
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Fortunate to get that football back. It's trailing here in the second half. Last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 34. And a big play pushes him all the way out to the 40 now for 1st down. Play action. It's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and
And oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to get the football here at their own 23. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the... And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. After the interception, here's Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Starting on the ground with Herbert. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Herbert once more. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. Hand off right side for Herbert. Escapes the defender. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 154 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. That's complete to Mooney. On the move past the 40. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Chicago! Darnell Mooney, 69 yards. And the Bears look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Justin Simmons. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Wilson. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. To throw again is Wilson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 9 yards on the 1st down. Keeper, and it's 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Here's a give to Herbert. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. A handoff for Herbert. Powering forward. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Randy Gregory, former Cowboy, there on the tackle. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. That one looks like he'll throw here. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run here with Herbert. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Khalil Herbert, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bears have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Santos with the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. And now here's another interception. And they will score. Pick 6 for the Bears touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense. And certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball. And, my goodness, another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level
under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
At the 26-yard line.
Here's Herbert. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Boy, 184 yards on the ground for him so far. 3rd down and 1. Here's Fields. Chase Claypool. And he's brought down. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Here's Fields on the sneak, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Santos now to add the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. after the touchdown. Here's Santos to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off season.